like I said, here we go with the event-driven environment. I'm going to actually showcase how all of this works together. So here go our first practices that we went over yesterday, and yeah, here we go. The first class functions. Pretty much, once again, I'm coming back at it, so I'm just doing this for my own remembrance and focus and etc. So we have the function when we gave it a variable or whatever, made the function called add, and so it's really not a variable in this type of segment, but if it was something like I don't know. What is it? If it was something like more of Ruby, then yeah, it would probably be a variable or some type of method, etc. But this is JavaScript. So what is it doing is passing it three arguments, which are the first, second, third, and third, which is callback. So it has three arguments. Therefore, we bring down only two arguments, which showcases the first and second only, because the callback actually fires the call. Like I said, fire the call method when the addition argument is done. And so since this is addition time, it would showcase the comma as addition. So it brings down our add function down here as well. So here we go. And we bring down the add. So as we see, we bring it down and we have the whole function right here. So 2 plus 3 equals 5, and then it'll print out done because of the callback. So we're going to see that as well. So let's go into what's going on with the event-driven environment and what makes this an event-driven environment. All right. First, it passes the document ready function. First of all, this is the function itself. The document ready function is already a function itself. And so it only passes one argument, which is a function. So that function creates a button click function, which also creates one more function as well inside of one argument. It makes another argument of alert. So what this alert does is output yay. As far as, for example, it would after the button click, all it's doing is just going to return. So it clicks the button and return its value. Click button. The button would, once the button is clicked, pretty much it will fire the alert. Yeah. So or we can just either put something like alert and say yay. I mean, it's just or anything. Alert would trigger anything. Alert would even trigger once you first open your page or whatever. But here we go. Let's get into the code. So got my practice.js. All right. Here we go. As you see, I have these. These are the variable numbers. I already went over these. If else statement or whatever. And so yeah, all this does is just pretty much places the value 50 in with my number. If my number is greater than or equal to 40, then output your number is greater than 40. Or else if my number is less than or equal to 40, then output your number is less than 40. And then if it's neither of those, the only other option is your number is 40. So yeah, that was that for the number variables and stuff like that. Here we go. Let's get started with the new code. Like I said, I was going to show you I'm not going to only show the first class function, but I'll get to that as well. And so this is what I was going to show you. All right, we have the first class function, and we start off with our function. So we call our function, starting off wrong. We'll have our function and then add, function add, and then we have our first. Let me show you how this works actually. Second, and should I do callback? I do kind of want to show you without it, but callback is really useful in this. So yeah, it would be really useful. So it's going to create a callback. Then we have our console, call for the log method, and we have first plus second. We have our first plus second, and so we end that with the semicolon. Pretty much, we ended it with the semicolon, and we would trigger our callback method. Callback, we would trigger that. It's going to end that in the semicolon as well. So then, after that, we would go on to the addition part of it. So we would put, for example, I'm not gonna put 2 or 3 as I did over here. I'm gonna just mix it up, put like 5 plus 7, 5 plus 7, and trigger this with the function, with the callback method. So I will only trigger this, the callback method, call for our console dot log, and it would output the word done. All right. So therefore, we have done. So this would be our output. And yeah, this is the only thing I'm gonna do for this one. It would, once the answer is done, like once the answer is actually given, it would output done. So there goes that example. So now let's go down to tonight's example. All right, we have our event driven. So let's go and showcase this. All right. Right, we're gonna have it. This is actually in jQuery, so not JavaScript. It is JavaScript, but it's in jQuery form. So we have our document. We're gonna trigger our document ready function. After we trigger that, we're gonna call for our argument. This is our argument, which is a function. So as we're doing the function, we call for, in this term of the event-driven process, we're going to call for an event. And this event is actually the click button event. And this is what actually makes it an event in the first place, the click button. Because any type of reaction, any type of conclusion, execution of a click, or any type of movement with the website is what event-driven environment is. So therefore we would have click here, and then after that we pass it another function, one last argument, another function indicating that this is an alert. So alert, we would alert it, and then after it's alerted, it'll trigger the words yay. And we will see how that works. Don't forget your semicolons after all of these, because or else it won't execute. And so therefore, yeah, here we go. We have our event-driven environments and our first class functions up here. All right, so as you see, we have closures, scope, and context left. And we'll see how all of this tie in together in the end, because this is event-driven environment. So therefore, like, I'm going to do more practice on this event-driven environments, because what makes this event-driven is because the event of the click button, which is inside a function. So this is what makes it event-driven. And yeah, that will be all. And we'll be focusing on closures tomorrow. Thank you very much, and thanks for watching.